It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Wait, set, 53!
Watch the eye.
Grip!
Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Hey, check it!
Brady now on first down. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. An interesting note about the Steelers opening up on the road here. It's the 5th season in a row that they have started away from home. Longest active streak in the league. And, of course, pitting them against the Patriots, 2 of the most storied franchises, especially in the last couple of decades. Since 2002, these 2 teams have met in 3 AFC championship games, with New England getting the better of Pittsburgh all 3 times. And you think of the Lombardi trophies, with New England winning last year. Each of these franchises has 6 trophies, tied for the most in the entire league. Throwing again on second down. Brady, and that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, me and you all day.
Hey, Alpha!
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 50.
Hey, Alabama, Alabama.
Watch switch, watch switch, watch switch. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Go, go!
Mike's 50, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Hey, no, look, we got Mike 50, Mike 50, huh?
Go, Bandit! Ozzy!
From the gun, it's Brady. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hey, watch it, watch it.
Walk these 2. Jack 16. 8.
54, Mike, 54.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his 2nd season, James Conner. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On second down, Conner looking for space. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Black 20.
Right there, 54, Mike. Hey, we got to get to the ball, T. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Check 52.
50. Let's go.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. But it's brought in by Washington. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On second down, it's Connor, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Dante Hightower on the stop.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Complete to Washington. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, G.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Here we go. Hey, hey!
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
While we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore, I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Brady will try again on second down. Flushed out right. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Mike 55. Check 55. Mike. Silver. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Alpha.
3 bucks. Mike 55. Right
Five.
there. Check Mike.
No, 60.
Brady to throw again. Now he steps away. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
All right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
I'm coming, baby.
Let's go us. No, 66.
Check Mike 50.
Hey, zoom.
50. Check Mike 50. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Mike.
Throwing again. Brady. into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. It's John Simon with a sack.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
44. Hey, box truck.
Now Roethlisberger back into his end zone. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
230.
Check. Watch the before. Here we go.
Got spin.
54.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Going up top. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington, 93 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check it.
After one, it's 9-0. Start of the 2nd quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
72.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play Wildcat quarterback for you as well.
Brady with a hook up to the fellow veteran Watson.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Sugar!
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
Bravo!
Here we go. Mike's 50. Push him back.
Alert! Hey, go 66.
To throw, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. Edelman was the intended target.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
180.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Hey, alert!
Twist. Check 26.
What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up?
They begin on the ground here with Connor. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Kyle Van Noy, the Pats' leading tackler in their Super Bowl run, in on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Both of them.
He's checking.
Alert!
Scratch. Check 3. Mike's 5'4".
Black and good.
Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Complete to Bryant. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2.
I'm coming.
72. Hey, high 7.
50, Mike, 50. Exit.
6-6, bullet high.
50. Russell.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. He's going to look deep for Edelman. He's got a man complete. A game there of 30 big ones. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Brady going to throw. He's got it to James White. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Come on now. Let's go.
On first down, Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Second tour of duty for Watson with the Patriots. Remember, New England drafted him way back in 2004 out of Northwestern. He retired in the offseason after finishing the campaign with New Orleans, but decided to come back for one more go-around with the Patriots, and they might need him, especially with Rob Gronkowski no longer in uniform. Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. Devin Bush brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Mike 50, Mike. Hey, Alabama.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, Charlie. 40 seconds.
Here's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First down, Steelers.
Set. Clock 80.
54, Mike. 65. 65. Check. Hey, what's that?
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Bryant has it. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch QB drop.
Knickers.
Switch.
Take 2 of them.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Roethlisberger now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Undercrunch.
Jack 16.
Mike 54. And I'm coming after you. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
These 2. 22, 44.
Mike 54.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2.
50. Hey, Haywood.
54. I'm coming. Right there. 54.
Solid, 5 down.
54, Mike. Here we go, team. Here I come.
Hey.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
Louis, first man.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Boswell's kick is good. And that will bump up the lead again to 12-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
They'll run with White, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So we have come upon halftime in the Sunday night opener from Foxborough, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Their own 22-yard line.
Ready?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Connor on first down going to be stopped up as he'll lose about 3. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
77. Hey, orbit.
25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike. I smell.
Takes both of them.
I smell.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kyle Van Noy able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Going deep here for Bryant. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here we go.
At their own 32-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now Brady. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Regular.
Mike's 50.
Hey, echo.
Let's go one more. Mike's 50. Watch the screen.
Alert.
Mike 50.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Mike 50.
Check it.
Let's go, Mike 50.
To throw on 3rd down. Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
50 to Mike. What's the run?
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
50's the Mike.
Hey, exit.
Stop your whining. Mike's 50.
Brady now on 1st down. Caught by the tight end Watson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Alabama.
Mike 50.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike's 50. You remember me? Let's go, baby. Hey, no, look up.
Go Bandit.
Mike 50, huh? Hey, let's get in there.
Brady to throw again. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Check.
Check it, reload. Shadow.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. He's got Lacoste as tight end. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Alert. Go, go.
55, my God, 55. I'm coming.
Help him. All right, here we go. 72.
Again, it's Brady. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Gostkowski the extra point, and this is back to a 5-point game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Roethlisberger. Screen pass to Connor. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. They've got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
First down, Steelers.
Here we go, here we go.
Roethlisberger now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Snickers, 66. 8.
Check 3.
80 weapons. Check.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Set. Black 30.
25 to Mike.
Show that bench release and go.
Hey, 25 to Mike.
Hey, wahoo.
Let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right now. Hey, 25 to Mike.
No spacing. King.
To you. I'm going back to you. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
50.
Hey, seam 6.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 34-yard line.
A gain of 22 yards.
You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Greystone, Travis.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check. Press.
Easy. Bud.
25 to Mike. We go 25 to Mike. It's our time.
Roethlisberger will hand to Connor.
Check.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
44.
25 to Mike.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, alert.
We go 25 to Mike.
Hey, 2.
Hey, 25 to Mike.
Take 2 of them.
Come for you.
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that now makes this a 15-7 game. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They start with a give to Connor. Well, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
No. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Now Roethlisberger. Rush coming, and he's taken down. John Simon, his 2nd sack of the night. Well, it was 2nd and long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
Alert! Bravo!
58, come on.
What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up?
Check 31, check 31. Slam, slam, slam. Check the backer, check the backer.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Switch.
Take both of them.
Slam.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 30 yards there. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Jim. He's coming.
Beat these two.
We got double up.
Now it's Connor. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Kill. Check 4.
Quarter.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he's got some space here. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 42 yards.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Connor. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Easy.
Jump. Under 10.
They go jet sweep. Washington with it. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
At the 5-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it second and goal now as they look for that final dagger.
54, right there, 54 Mike.
Solid, 5 down.
Check 25, check 25.
To throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now a pass here caught by Edelman. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, alert.
Tighten up.
Hey, alert 3.
Big.
Check. Watch the safety creep. Switch. Kill. Hey, turn it out. Whip.
Watch the left.
They run with Connor. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
That's trash. Hatchet. Check 37.
He'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And with that, our journey begins, Charles.